Greetings, folks. T-Mont back again. Boy, I'm damn near tempted to get up and go run myself. And the first thing out of my mouth will be, this is not about me. This is about freedom. Put your trust and faith in God, if you believe in one, and in your own abilities. I am just simply the one who will fire the first shot, and I'm willing to put myself at risk in case I take the first bullet. But this is about freedom. All right. Somebody sent a video to me, an interview that Adam Kokesh did with Penny Freeman. While it made for interesting news, the central theme of the whole thing, and I thank God that towards the end of it, she did say, if you still need a leader, you aren't ready for this. God damn it, this ain't about Ron Paul or Rand Paul. This is about freedom. What part of that don't you get? Even if Ron Paul is a sellout, does that make what the man has been saying no less true? Of course not. I used to tell people all the time, and I said this in my last video, we know Satan to be a liar. If he says, though, that the sun seemingly rises in the east and sets in the west, it makes it no less true. So what? If Ron Paul is too old to know what the hell is going on around him, that's his problem, not mine. I know what's going on. I know what needs to be done. Jesus, I can't believe everybody has wrapped all of this around Ron Paul and not the message of liberty. You have made it all about Ron Paul. I mean, people are weeping and crying. She even broke down in tears. If Ron Paul is a sellout, damn him. Keep moving. Step over him, around him, under him if you got to. And if that don't work, God damn it, go through him. I hate to have to go off like this, but the movement is bigger than Ron Paul, people. I wouldn't have even interviewed the woman. Why? Because the message makes no difference to what has to be done. And the reason I wouldn't have interviewed her or put it out there is because I know how weak some of you are. You think that if Ron Paul, Jesse Fenton, Rand Paul are not in it, all hope is lost. To hell with that. It is not. The hope is within you. No man should give you hope. No man. Let it be God. When Jesus came, hell, if he had trusted in man, he wouldn't have risen. Because he would have went with his own desire to save that flesh. I told you, he didn't want to get on that cross for your ass. How many times I got to say that? But he trusted in God. Lord God, help us. Give us strength. For they sure need it. Look, I always find it useful to share personal stories. I've been having church at my home for over a year. But I needed to move from within the confines of my home in order to be able to do more within the community. I rejoined my former bishop. Let me make this plain to you. As a man, I told him straight up, I don't teach, preach, and will not engage in promoting tithing and offering. He does. He's a traditionalist. That's on him. My Bible don't teach that that is a part of what Christians do. All right? Now that's me. So you know what? I don't get up and talk about tithing and offering because I'm not teaching a lie. And that is what I believe that it is for the church today. He understands that. And he asked me, well, are you sure you want to come and work with me? No, the question is, are you sure you want me to come in and work for you? I'm actually working for the Lord, but I'm working under the auspices of his church. I also told him, ain't no way in the world a preacher, a true Christian preacher, can support a president who endorses homosexuality. Just can't do it. Just on the surface of that. Now, civil unions, that's a whole nother ball game. I'm talking about the concept or the act. And I told him that straight up. He endorses Obama. I told him, hey, most folk I think that endorse Obama, they're either stupid or they're blind. Hey, man, you know it is what it is. It might be offensive to some, but it is what it is. I already told you how I feel about the Negroes who support all these Negroes that are up in Washington ain't doing a damn thing for us up in Washington or at the local level. Just look, our schools are shambles. You saw the video that I did last night. I am just really beside myself at how many people have wrapped this whole thing up into Ron Paul. He is not the end all and be all of this movement. The man merely was a torchbearer. And if he has somewhat faded in his commitment, has sold out to, as she put it, increase his portfolio, that's his problem. He is the one who will have to deal with that on the last day of his life and for the rest of eternity once he passes that. Y'all need to grab hold of that and understand. This movement is about those who are willing to be true to it. Stop putting your hope and faith in man. Put your hope and faith in yourself. And if you believe in God, trust in him. We shall overcome. Team out.